Hello, and welcome to another episode of Automate Office Work. I'm your host, Justin. Today's episode is Mapping Out a Solution, a case study. Now, today's example is going to be taken from the problem of, let's say, your organization has a lot of resources and tools, a lot of technology already, only there's no one place where everybody can see it. And so when you can't find something, you don't know it exists. You're not able to take advantage of it. You can't adopt it. What do your people do? They start asking for more technology, more tools, and more resources. And you might go and get those, but then you don't write it down. There's no single place where they can find these extra tools exist. And the problem just keeps going on and on and on. So this is quite a simple solution. I wanted to just map it out from the very beginning and we go through it together. I think it's a great example of how to map out a problem and get to a solution so that then you can go either build the exact solution that you need or go find something in the market that meets your needs. Okay, so I am going to be showing on my screen today, but I'm also going to try to be aware, and I'm going to try to describe everything that I show on my screen so that this content is enjoyable in audio only as well. But if you do like this content, you can find me on LinkedIn where it's visible. You can also watch this on YouTube. I believe you can watch or listen on Spotify, and you can listen on Apple Podcasts. Okay, my name is Justin. I am a corporate lawyer with a techie computer background. I automated all of my office work over 10 years. And so now I'm a consultant in this space. I help organizations to automate the crap work, the office work, the work that nobody wants to do. And actually, it's often a little bit easier to do this work, and it takes the bulk of what people are spending their time on currently, and we need to get rid of it. So, okay, automateofficework.com. I'm going to open up a new tab and I go to portal.office.com and I'm going to open up a whiteboard, kind of a tool that Microsoft has given us. All right. There it is, my tech inventory whiteboard. Okay, so this is just showing there's like 4 boxes on my screen, and then in each box I'm able to put these little post-it notes, these little sticky notes. Okay, so I've got here, I'm going to start writing down some notes as well. I can go and just put a sticky note here. We are going to want to take care of problems. We're going to want to be able to write down what our problem is, problem issues. We also are going to want to take care of users / groups. Who are the people that are going to be using this? What do they need to be able to do with it? And we also need to think about, let's say, interface. So where are people going to be interacting with this? Because if we just, if we just have it on a piece of paper in a drawer somewhere, that's also, we're going to be right back to where we're at right now. Nobody knows what exists. So we need to have an interface that's accessible, available. And we also need to think about databases. What are the different data points that we're capturing, and how do they interact with each other, all that kind of stuff. So, okay, as we're going through this, we're going to think about this. Okay, so problem issues. Make this centered. Our problem issues. Some problem issues is we need a public list. We need for this list to be updated. We need for this list, it needs to be public. It needs to be updated. Maybe we have some editable by, let's say, owners. Okay. And I would also add, we might want some feedback from people. If they say like, this isn't meeting my needs, you might think about extending the tool or like thinking, well, what else do we need to buy? So we want to get some feedback from our people. We want this to be useful and updated. And okay, user groups. Okay, user groups. We're going to have a global admin like myself. We're going to have, what do we call these regular users? Regular users. They're mostly going to be just viewing, consuming the data, getting connected to the tools. They might want to give some feedback, but they'll be able to do that. And then we need some owners, like a tool owner. And there might be actually even more people than just owners. There might be like support representatives, some kind of trainers. So I'm going to put tool owner, etc. I guess that's people that can update the different data points about a specific tool. Okay, so let's start talking about the interface. Okay, so interface, where are people going to be needing this? And where are they going to be finding it? I think the main thing is going to be a web page. Other places that we could put this at are like in specific applications like Word or Outlook. But for this case, I don't think it's actually all that useful. We need to have a web page. And I would say a link from department homepage. Okay, so these are the two main things that will make it so that this is findable by these people. Link from the department homepage, it comes to a web page interface. Okay, databases. Yeah, databases. We've got, I think we're going to have a tools database. And each, I guess we can start writing it out now. So each tool is going to have a tool name. We're going to have a tool owners. That's people who have edit rights. A tool is going to have a description. It's going to have a date acquired. It's going to have various things like a training contact, maybe some training resources, support contact, like if you need your username and password, support resources, and maybe there's a vendor contact. We want to know who to contact if we have needs for this. Like maybe all these support people leave, and we need to know who at the company do we contact to get more help. Okay, so we are going to need actually another database, and that is going to be, we're going to do the feedback database. And each one of these rows is going to have a comment, commenter, and date. Okay, I think that's basically it. We've got the tools, and we've got some comments that are coming back. Okay, so now we can start making these different pages. Okay, and I think I'm going to use these. These colored boxes are going to be representative of our pages. And this theme 1, I'm going to say this is the home page. And I'm going to describe what's going to be on our home page. Okay, so this is a list of tools, and we're going to have a link to create oh wait, this is admin stuff. Let's say a link to admin page. visible to admins. Okay, we're going to have, okay, list of tools. And it's going to link to tool page. This list of tools, I want to be able to order by date, maybe have some kind of a voting mechanism that people like it or something, like the popularity of it. So that's another thing that we're going to have to add, is the popularity number in the database. Got a link to an admin page. And yeah, I think that's basically it for the homepage. Maybe on the homepage, they're going to see the name of the tool, brief description, date acquired, popularity, and maybe some kind of a image of it, like an icon or a screenshot or something. Something that looks nice. Okay. Got a notification. Let's see if we got any comments. Nope. No comments. Okay. So on this next page, this is going to be tool page. And on this tool page, on the tool page, we're going to have the name of the tool. So like all of this, it's more like horizontal data points, kind of like a spreadsheet. And then every tool is on its own different row. This page is going to be more vertical. We're going to have the name of the tool, a brief description, full description, owners who have editing rights, date acquired. We're going to have a voting mechanism here, some kind of like a thumb that you can do a thumbs up for each visitor, voting mechanism for popularity. We're going to have an image, support people and resources. And then we're going to have comments section for the feedback. Okay. Also, we're going to need a link. So owners and editors, they also get a link to edit page. So, okay, so here, we're going to go to our next screen, which is our admin page. And from the admin page, our admin page, we're going to be able to manage all the other admins. Admins are going to be able to edit anything, even if they're not a tool owner. They can be able to edit anything. They can edit the pages. But really, they're going to be adding new tools. Lost the owners of the new tools. They're going to be deleting old tools, no longer relevant. I think I spelled that right. And anything else? let's say able to do everything owners, editors can do on edit page. Okay, so this next one, now we need to do the edit page. Edit page. Okay, this is for a specific tool. And this is available to tool owners and global admins can edit all data points and manage comments. Is there anything else? I think that's pretty much it. Available to tool owners and global admins, can edit all data points, can manage comments. Okay, so is there anything here that is useful to talk about? Okay, so I think like the name of a tool should be unique, encouraged to include version number, for example. A brief description should fit into like a tiny cell, so it should be like one sentence. Full description can be up to a page. Link to longer resources, maybe like videos and stuff, videos, etc. Maybe that's another thing. So on this edit page, the owners should also be able to manage owners, but cannot remove yourself. They can add new owners. Any owner can add more owners. They can also remove other owners, but they cannot remove themselves. So if they need to be removed, somebody else needs to come remove them. This ensures that we always have at least one owner of a tool. And even if we had no owners, like it's kind of orphaned, people can leave feedback and they can notify, I guess, the admins. The global admins will be receiving notifications about the feedback. Okay, I guess that's another thing. Let's talk about the comments section. Okay, comments section. Anyone can leave feedback or leave comments. Notification goes to owners. If no owners, notification goes to admins. Okay. And perhaps on this admin page with the list of admins, admins can subscribe to receive all notifications. So if they're subscribed, if they've checked the box that says they want to be alerted every time that there's a comment put up, they can check that box and receive that. All right, let's see. Our problem issues. We needed a public list and we have that now through a homepage. It needs to be updated, and we have that. We have tool owners who can edit anything that changes over time. They can make those updates. It is editable by the owners. There is a feedback mechanism that the users can leave comments. Our users and groups, we have global admins who can do certain things. We have regular users who can come and do certain things. Did I mention this on the home page? It needs to be, perhaps we even have like things like categories, and we have filters and sorting for all these data points. So you can sort and you can search by the name of the tool. You can, yeah, maybe sort by the date that we acquired it. Also, in the categories, we might open this up and say, this isn't just tech inventory. We might even say that this is like a resource inventory. And what do I mean by that? Like resources, it's not just technology. It's things like newsletters. Maybe your department has a certain newsletter that you can subscribe people to. Like, yes, there's a subscription cost, but maybe you have a limited number of these that people can have access to. So we would put that kind of thing here on this list as well. Yeah, all the different softwares and stuff. So that would be different categories of how you would categorize these resources, I guess. Okay, let's see. We've got regular users being able to do stuff. Yeah, that was for the popularity. We had the voting mechanism, like a thumb that like a like button, I guess, in Facebook terms. And then the home page, you could sort them by like how many people have liked the different tools. The tool owner can do certain things. They can receive feedback. They can go and update. Interface. We've got a web page, and it's got these 4 different pages that we're going to be setting up. The 4 different pages are coming from 2 different databases. Okay, the tools database has all the different data points. We also need the likes to be captured in the database. So I think that's it. I think that this is a really good example of how to map out something that is actually quite simple. Like, I would encourage you to look at not just automatically going out and buying something like this, but see if you can build this. Build it using the existing tools that you have. For those of you who are AI enthusiasts, see if you can build this with your Vibe coding. I dare you. I challenge you to create this. It's not that hard. You just have a couple of databases and you have a web page interface, and yeah, it's really easy. So now that you have this, you could decide that you could take this to your IT department, and you could ask them to build it for you. They know exactly what they're building. Perhaps you could also validate this with a group of users and ask them like what further things that they would find to be useful for this. But you could build it, or you could get somebody else to build it. You could also find different solutions that are in the market already. And but now you're in a much more educated spot to have that conversation with the vendor, and you can ask them like how their product meets your needs. Are you able to give feedback? Are you able to capture all of these different contact people, and yeah, and have a place where you can have like resources like for training and support, and yeah. So I think this is a great place to end. We've gone over just the basic stuff, but this is how you map out. Really start with your problem, then look to see who are the different users that are going to be interacting with your solution. Where are they going to be interacting with it? Are they receiving notifications also to invite them back to the interface? How do they become aware that they need to do something? Um, and then your data, like what databases do you need? We identified two different ones. One was a database of tools, and the other one is a database of comments. And I might say briefly, yeah, we haven't gone over data yet, but whenever you're thinking about data, you need to have separate databases for different types of information. And a really easy way to remember this is that you need like a one-for-one relationship between your data points. So like when I have a tool, I only have one name for the tool. So the tool name is going to go on my tool database, right? I have um, I have one description, one date acquired, one trail. Well, I guess tool owners, it's a group of people, but really I don't need to know like their addresses and their birthdays. It's just flat their names. So if we had more details about those people, then yes, we would put them in their own database, an owner's database, but I don't think that's required here. The comments, though, are really their own thing. Like you don't just have one comment per tool, you're going to have many comments. And so, especially where you have this relationship of one to many, then you need to split it out and have two different databases. And then a comment, each comment will have a single commenter. It'll have a single bunch of text that's with that comment. It has a single date. So you see the one-to-one relationship is kept here. Okay. All right, everybody. My name is Justin. I hope that you're getting benefit out of this and you're enjoying this and it's helping you to become a better problem solver and able to evaluate your needs and to be able to map out the solution that meets your needs. You notice here we didn't talk yet about technology, and that's because process is more important than technology. Once you have the process, really, whatever technology fits your needs is a good technology. You might even evaluate and find like, oh, multiple technologies could work. You know, we've got this AI that we can pay $1 million a year, or we can just get something simple in SharePoint and it's free. You know, both are meeting your needs, but at what cost, right? So evaluate the costs, evaluate that it's meeting your needs, and yeah, hopefully then you'll be much more successful in implementing your tech projects. Okay. My name is Justin. You can find my website at automateofficework.com. Feel free to book a call with me if you would like. I give services in consulting, solutions, and education. I've got a huge list of past projects. You can find all kinds of content about them. So if you need tips coming up with your next project, just look there and you'll find something. I've got a newsletter. I've got this podcast. Today is the 34th episode of the podcast. So there's a lot of great content there and even more stuff coming up. I've got books and articles. So yeah. All right, everybody, to my American friends, happy 4th of July. And to everybody, I wish you happy automating.